Time passes in a blur, and suddenly it's been a month since Nikki and I moved to Isokasi and started at Ace Academy. My team and I are stronger than ever, and our winning streak has not been broken. Carrie, Sho, Mayu, and I spend many evenings practicing in the hangar, learning how to anticipate each other's needs on the field. Yuna continues to manage our sponsorship from Dashu, and she's become more comfortable with the team. Valerie works hard behind the scenes and continually updates our gears, and after all the tweaks she's given Eagle, I'm more confident than ever of my mech's abilities. I've had a surprising number of companies reach out to me to partner and research my core, but I've declined each invitation. I don't feel comfortable having strangers poke and prod at my dad's legacy, especially when I don't understand what's going on myself. Aside from team stuff, Carrie and I will occasionally meet up for lunch, in which she berates my food choices and offers me healthy alternative recipes. I pass those on to Nikki, who already loves Carrie even though they haven't met. On the home front, Uncle Kaido is still as busy as ever now that his newly opened cafe has become insanely popular. Nikki spends most of her time at her school's cooking club, which has gained a lot of traction amongst the students. Sadly, that means I've had to fend for myself when it comes to food. More spaghetti. Yep. I wake up at the sound of my alarm and then begin my morning routine. When I enter the kitchen, I make myself a bowl of cereal. Nikki's already left for school. Lately, she's been leaving earlier almost every day. It barely phases me anymore, especially after I found cereal in the grocery store. The most expensive box of Tiger Flakes I've ever bought. Finishing up breakfast, I hop on my bike and head to school. Valerie is already waiting for me and waves me over as soon as I enter the classroom.
I have news for you.
Good news or bad news? She pauses then grins playfully.
Come with me to the hangar after class and I'll show you.
The hangar, so it's something to do with my core.
What else would it be about?
I shrug. With the amount of time you spent researching my core, well, nothing, I guess.
Don't worry. I'm taking good care of it.
I should hope so. Valerie waits expectantly.
So
what?
you haven't said yes yet. Will you come with me to the hangar?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Good. I was starting to think maybe you didn't want to be alone with me.
Before I can respond, the professor raises her voice above the chatter.
Good morning, everyone. In today's lesson, we will cover... That's all for today. Have a great rest of your day.
Class is really easy. Just as I finish packing up my things, Valerie grabs my hand and pulls me towards the door.
Let's go!
Sure, just give me a minute. But she's already walking out with me in tow. I hastily grab my bag. Or we can go now. We cut across campus and enter the hangar through the main entrance of the pilot's lounge. We cut across campus and enter the hangar through the main entrance instead of the pilot's lounge. Inside the hangar, Valerie rushes straight to Eagle's terminal, shooting impatient glances at me as I follow behind. She sets herself up in front of my terminal, and after typing in a sequence, she proudly points at the screen.
Check it out!
Oh, yeah. Numbers on the screen. Ooh. I glance at the screen and see a continuous string of numbers. Valerie is trying to hold back a smile, waiting for my reaction. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at, and I don't want to disappoint her. Yeah, that's really cool.
I know. It took me forever to find it, but I think this is the big breakthrough we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's great. What does it say? She pauses, then smiles coyly.
You have no idea what this code is.
No, that last question gave it away, did it?
Yep. Well, you know how all the system scans we've been doing haven't shown anything new?
Yeah, something like that.
Our approach was the mistake. I was thinking, if I wanted to leave a secret message on a system, I would embed it into existing code and spoof the service identity so that it would remain inconspicuous during scans.
What?
Well, I was doing a manual evaluation through listed services during the last week and noticed a discrepancy here. When I tried to execute it, it came back with this screen.
Her voice grows with excitement.
I'm positive there's something behind this code.
Ooh, really? Oh, code behind the code. Let's find out what that is.
I was hoping you'd say that. Tell me how to decrypt it and we'll find out in a second.
What makes you think I know how to do that? She raises an eyebrow. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Or would you be able to hack it? Valerie bites her lips as she thinks.
Yeah, but it might take a few days.
That's probably still faster than it would take me to figure it out. She grins.
I won't argue with that. Okay, I'll do it. But only because you're cute.
Aww. She winks at me and then turns towards the tunnel. Thanks. Already engrossed in the code, Valerie gives me a short wave of dismissal. As I find my way out of the hangar, my phone dings with an email from the school administration. I scan through the contents. Due to disqualification of Team Strike X, my team will face Ona Bugashe in this week's match. Ona Bugasha. That's an A at the end there. Sorry. I think they changed the font. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I need more drinks. I wonder what Strike X did to get themselves disqualified. My phone vibrates with a group chat from show. Hey, you guys get that email? I type out my response. Yeah, I wonder what Strike X did. Probably lied about something important. That's one reason I left. Wait, Strike X was Show and Carrie's old team? I considered asking Show to talk to me about what happened with him and Strike X, but decided against it. I'm still curious, but this isn't time to go into it. Yeah, I'll leave that exposition for later. While I was thinking, a text from Mayu came in. Looks like we'll go against Ona Bugasha instead. Ona Bugasha. I don't know, how am I pronouncing that? Hey, say something in the chat, in the comment section if you know how that's supposed to be pronounced. I'm not Japanese, I can't do any of that shit. Ona Bugasha does sound familiar, but I can't remember what team they are. Hey, who are they, guys? Carrie responds with, a team we must demolish. Of course, Carrie would write in all caps. Wow, it's even more aggressive than usual. Shut up, Show. I'm not going to read through all these, text message stuff. It's going to be too awkward trying to split all the voices up. So you guys just read as it goes through. See, Mayu's like telling Carrie not to be upset, and Carrie's like, I'm fine. I was typing in all caps, but I'm totally fine. My caps lock was just stuck. All the texts come in. I rack my brain trying to recall how I know that name. Oh, right. They're the all-girls team. Okay, so it's Geisha. It's got to be Geisha if it's the all-girls team. Oh, they're supposed to be pretty good. Carrie's like, oh, who cares? We won't let them beat us. Text says after that. Good, because I can't do the text message conversations. They're really awkward. Probably for the best, too. So what do I feel like doing now? Oh, we know Yuna is boring. We caught up with Carrie at the end of last episode, and we haven't seen her since. So let's see what's going on with Carrie. I'm starting to fall behind in my classes, as all my focus has been on piloting. Time to head to the library. Didn't I hit Carrie button? Yeah. Cram session. The library is filled with students, and I don't spot any free tables. Looks like the other people had some same idea. I spot a familiar plume of red hair sitting alone at a table in the corner. It's rare to spot Carrie in the library. She doesn't notice me as I approach. If I didn't know better, I'd say she looked half asleep. You don't have to... I slide in beside her, hoping to catch her off guard. Oh, thank you. You didn't have to save a seat just for me. It worked better than I expected. She's completely stunned.
Huh? Oh, you.
She lets out a yawn before rubbing her eyes.
What are you doing here?
That seemed like a good place to take a nap. Looks like you had the same idea. For a moment, it almost looks like she's going to pull back and hit me. When her hands finally move, I flinch, but to my surprise, she delivers an intense and dramatic stretching yawn.
I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you.
Maybe it's just because she's tired, but she seems relieved to be talking about it.
One of the volunteers at the daycare left, and I had to take on their students. We were already short-staffed, but now it's much worse.
That's a relief.
What? Why?
Shenaniganery? Shenaniganery. Is that even a real word? It's a shenanigans, right? Shenaniganery. Shenaniganery. Yeah, shenaniganery. Oh, I thought you were hungover again.
Again?
You don't remember?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Carrie lets out another big yawn.
Don't worry about me. I just have to work a few doubles until we find her. Don't worry about me.
Why don't you share the work with the rest of the staff?
Do you know anything at all about educating children?
No, I've got a little sister, does that count?
Obviously. At that age, one of the worst things you can do is to switch up their instructors. It has a terrible impact on their learning. Children need stability and time to build up trust. And while they're getting used to us, we're learning about them. It takes time to understand how a child learns, what they're feeling. Some kids might have an easier time with change, and it won't matter as much if they are rotating staff members. But other kids already have unstable homes to go home to. The daycare is the only place they feel safe.
Oh, I didn't realize.
And if I have to work a little bit harder for a week or two to make sure they get the best care, I will.
There's a strong determination in her voice, and I can't help but admire her compassion towards these kids. Still, you need to take care of yourself too.
I am.
You're falling asleep while studying. Are you going to fall asleep in the middle of a match too? You're not getting enough rest. She crosses her arms, but she doesn't say anything. I'm not trying to pry into your personal life, but you're my friend. I just want to make sure you're okay. She continues to stay silent, but her look softens. Besides, if you get sick, then they'll have a replacement instructor anyway. Her eyes widen before she looks down.
I guess that makes sense. Maybe I'll take it a bit easier.
Smile and nod.
But I'm fine right now, so don't worry about me.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am!
Yes, Mr. Tommy.
No!
Miss Tommy?
I'm going to hurt you now.
She leans back over the table, her fist ready to slug my shoulder. Thankfully, I see it coming and I quickly lean back. Oh wait, quick time. Nope. Too far. My chair wobbles precariously and I grasp wildly for something to hold on to. Bonk. A few sins look over while I rub my sore head. You're lucky you don't concuss yourself doing that. Carrie blinks at me in surprise and masks a giggle. Once sufficiently amused, she offers me a hand and helps pull me upright. We stayed together in silence for a while. She occasionally glances at me, but averts her gaze whenever I look at her. I ignore our exchanging glances and refocus on studying. I think that was the wrong choice. We study for a while longer before Carrie's phone vibrates. After checking her tests, After checking her text, she starts packing up. We say goodbye and I leave a short time thereafter. I'm in the pilot's lounge watching the Japan vs China gear playoff match. The lounge is packed with students and this is a highly anticipated game. Many shout at the TV, but I watch in silence, sipping my drink and enjoying the ambience. Speaking of my drink, let me see where I put that liquor. Tequila. Oh, yum yum yum.
Exciting game, right?
I glance up in surprise, but nod. Akira grins and sits down at the seat across from me. Although he seems like a nice guy, we don't talk very often, so it's unusual he'd approach me. I suppose I do have a really good view of the TV though. A string of boos and yells fills the room as China takes out one of Japan's gears. People really are getting into it this time.
Yeah, it was predicted that this year China was going to be a strong opponent for Japan, and it looks like that's coming true.
Is that why there's such a big turnout? I gesture at the crowded room.
This is the first year that China's even made it this far in the playoffs. Everyone's watching to see who will come out on top.
Who do you think will win? He doesn't even hesitate.
Japan. What do you think?
The only team I follow is America, so I don't give a shit either way. Akira nods.
Oh, of course you'd root for your home team. Speaking of matches, I believe congratulations are in order for you and your team.
Me? Your team's still holding #1 spot on the leaderboards.
Sure, but you guys are quickly catching up. You started out at rank 21, but you've already made it to rank 11.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about it, and we're going up against an even better team this week since Strike X got disqualified.
Yeah, the school is taking no chances with them.
What do you mean? What did they do? Akira blinks.
You didn't hear?
No, I didn't hear a word of it. It must have happened between the episodes.
The team lead and one of his starting pilots got into a huge fight, and they did not hold back. I mean, there were some serious injuries, so both members obviously couldn't compete.
I guess this was after Carrie and Sho left the team, since they would have talked about it if they were getting into a fist fight with someone. And whilst I wouldn't put it past Carrie, I think she'd be disqualified still if something like that happened, right? Wait, why did they fight?
The leader decided to sideline his starting pilot, and his pilot didn't like that.
Well, they're on the same team, couldn't they just talk it out? I'm sure Lynn had a reason. Akira shrugged.
I don't know all the details, but my guess is that there probably wasn't a good reason to sideline the pilot. Either way, because the fight escalated to the degree in which Ace had to get involved, the school is currently investigating the team.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah. Who are you going up against now?
Owner, Bugaisha.
Oh, May's team.
Yeah, I heard they're strong. Akira nods.
They are, but so are you. In fact, I'm really looking forward to my match with you.
It might still be a while considering the rank of my team.
Right, but you guys have been on a winning streak.
Yeah, we've
Because
won
of
one
that,
game, right?
your matchmaking rating, or MMR, is actually higher than your earned rank. That tends to happen with outliers like being an undefeated team.
It's alright, I'm pretty used to my MMR decreasing. I just get like a sequence of really bad games and then I'm back down at like, back down into 3K trench or whatever it is, right? What he says makes sense. Plus, I'm not going to question Akira about how being undefeated works.
I have a feeling that if you beat Ona Bugeisha, it
Ona
won't be long
Bugeisha.
before we face each other on the field.
Roger. Oh, we won't go easy on you. Don't get too comfortable in that number one spot. Akira merely smiles. So, is he my rival? Because usually rivals are not like weird, smooth-talking albino guys. They're like assholes with red hair. We've already got red hairs in the team, so I guess that doesn't work. We continue to watch the game in silence. After a while, Akira stands.
I wish I could watch the end of this match, but I've got to head to class. I'll see you later.
I'll see you too. After Akira leaves, I check my phone and notice a text from Sho. Don't forget tomorrow we're getting on a game on the beach, the Air 11. Alright, beach episode, as if I could forget about that. I shove my phone back into my pocket and watch the rest of the game. In the end, Japan won with just one gear left standing. I think I bumped it. Yep, there it is. One moment, folks. I've still got some time to head before I head home tonight. We've already met Valerie this episode when we chatted with her about finding the secret code hidden in the robot. My giant robot. See what it shows up to. I feel productive today, but I don't want to hit the books and study just yet since I was already at the library earlier today, so I've already got my study done. I know a good way to channel this energy. I'll work out at the gym. Lift heavy things up, put them back down again. Hell yeah. Other than my physical education class, I haven't been getting any exercise. I need to get back into a solid routine. I head to the rec center and get changed in the lockers. As I make my way to the weight room, I pass the gymnasium. Normally, it's empty, but today it's full of people. Is there a class going on right now? Unable to curb my curiosity, I peek into the room. The gym is decked out with equipment. Balance beams, steel rings, parallel bars, uneven bars. Pommel horse is a gymnastics setup. Right, gymnastics gym, not gym. Yep. I can't see the floor beneath the layer of blue mats. Students seem to fly and flip from all corners of the room. My mouth drops open in wonder as I spot a very familiar face hanging in the steel rings. Sho! At the sound of his name, Sho turns towards the sound of my voice and loses his grip. Ooh. I wince as he comes crashing onto the mat below. After a second, he gets up and rubs his face, and then he looks at me. Sho's attention is not the only one I attracted. A few heads turned my direction and give me disapproving looks. I guess I was a bit loud. Thankfully, Sho is still his cheery self.
What's going on, Brosif?
Oh, nothing much. What are you doing here? Sho wipes sweat over his face with his towel.
Trying to balance on the still rings.
No, I mean, I didn't exactly picture you as a gymnastics type of guy.
Why not? It helps with staying fit, build strength, flexibility, core training.
A pair of girls walk by us wearing the Ace Academy gym wear. Their stomachs are completely flat and they have perky features. They flash their smiles as they walk by.
Flexibility.
You already said that one.
Did I?
Oh yeah. His attention is on another group of girls practicing their splits in the corner. And then there's nothing to do with it. He grins.
It's a bonus.
I'm pretty sure that's the main course for you.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
We both grin.
Plus, you're competing with yourself to always be better.
Yeah?
You set personal records for yourself, and then the next time you come, you try to beat them.
I'm not entirely sure where he's going with this. Like,
That's just step
how long you can hold yourself up, I guess.
That's just step 1. Once you're comfortable just holding your weight, then you start doing tricks like handstands. It's a lot harder than you think.
No, it looks about as hard as I imagine it is. He mentions towards the steel bars.
Try it.
Oh, shit. Sure, I psych myself up. Alright, let's do this.
That's the spirit.
I jump up and catch the steel rings, letting my body hang. The wings wobble about as I try to pull myself up. Wow, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Crap, did I spec for physical stuff at the start? Like, what was the specialization I took at the beginning of the game? Ooh, I can't even remember. I think I took charisma, so I get more dialogue choices. This is not going to work out.
Use your core.
I squeeze my core tight and try to do a pull-up. The rings shake precariously. I have to hold them. Just don't panic and keep it steady. I manage to steady myself, and after finding my core of balance, I slowly do 3 pull-ups in a row. Show watches on with interest. Afterwards, I let go and drop to my feet.
You sure you haven't done this before? You are a pro.
Yeah, I grinned. No, I just knew I had nothing to worry about. Piece of cake.
So,
A girl I don't recognize because she is a silhouette. Waves at Show as she races over.
how's it going?
Hey, Hitomi.
She looks me up and down. She smiles with interest.
Who's your impressive friend?
You saw him too? Hitomi, meet Brosif. Brosif, meet Hitomi.
Oh, come on, we can use first names just for this scene, right? She blinks.
Broseph?
Show nods and beams. Yeah, it's John. He has some memory problem where he can't actually remember my name, so he just calls me Broseph all the time. I'm getting used to it by now.
Whoa, really?
Why is he surprised? I nod slowly. He rubs his chin in thought.
I've been calling you Brosif for so long I forgot.
Yeah, I think that's happening to everyone. Hitomi laughs and playfully touches Show's arm.
That's adorable.
Show beams.
I'm just about done. How about you?
I'm almost done too.
Okay, I'm going to start packing. Come find me when you want to head out.
Show nods. Hitomi smiles at him and then waves at me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same. She bounces out of the gym. I assume she's going to change in the locker room. You two know each other well?
Kind of. We met in this class. Her dorm building is actually the one next to mine.
That's pretty coincidental.
I know, right? Anyway, we ran into each other once, and when she realized we lived so close together, she insisted that we walk back together ever since.
The way she acts towards Show, it's obvious she has more than a casual interest in him. Of course, knowing Show, that fact isn't obvious to him. Yo, bro, you know she's into you, right? Show blinks and then raises an eyebrow.
What are you talking about?
The laughing, the arm touching, the asking to look back together. Show shrugs.
She's just friendly. You're looking too much into it.
Alright, buddy. Whatever you say, bro. Whatever
I'm
you say.
serious.
Yeah. I give him a skeptical look.
For realsies.
Alright, man. Sounds like you'll be heading off soon, so I've still got to work out.
It was good seeing you. You should stop by again.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Show gives me a Broseph fist bump, and we head out separate ways. I go to work out until it's time to head home.